the income numbers behind Mississauga's population headlines. What most people are missing in 2026. Every few months we see another headline about Mississauga's population growth, housing shortage, immigration and affordability. But here's the question nobody's asking. Do the income numbers actually support the housing prices we are seeing? Because if the population is growing but incomes aren't keeping pace, it changes everything for buyers, sellers, investors, and even renters. Today, we are digging into numbers behind the headlines and what they could mean for Mississauga real estate over the next decade. One of the biggest surprises from the last census was that Mississauga actually recorded a slight population decline between 2016 and 2021. That shocked many residents because new condos seemed to be going up everywhere. But here's what was happening. The city wasn't losing housing. It was losing household size. Many established neighborhoods had fewer people living in each home as children moved out and residents aged. Meanwhile, new condo developments partially offset those losses. Fast forward to today and the city of Mississauga projects nearly 1 million residents by 2051. That's an increase of almost 280,000 people. The question becomes, can incomes grow fast enough to support that growth? When we look at income data, we see something interesting. The median Mississauga household earned about $102,000 annually in dollars. The average household income was approximately $126,500. That sounds healthy, but compared to today's housing market, a typical detached home in many Mississauga neighborhoods can still exceed $1.2 million. Even townhomes frequently approach the $1 million mark. At today's mortgage qualification standards, many households earning around the median income simply cannot comfortably afford these prices without substantial savings or family assistance. This creates what economists call an affordability gap. What's really driving the market? Many people assume local income alone drive home prices. They don't. Mississauga benefits from several powerful forces. First, immigration. Second, proximity to Toronto. Third, strong employment base. Fourth, intergenerational wealth transfers. Increasingly, buyers aren't relying solely on employment income. Many receive family support, equity from previous properties, or proceeds from investments. This helps explain why housing prices can remain elevated even when local income growth doesn't fully justify them. In other words, the housing market isn't being driven by income alone, it's being driven by wealth. What are the future trends to watch? Looking ahead, there are three major trends I believe every buyer and investor should watch. Trend 1, higher density. Most future growth will come from condos and transit-oriented communities rather than new detached homes. Land is limited, density is the future. Trend 2, income polarization. We are likely to see growing difference between higher income households and everyone else. The middle income buyer may increasingly focus on condos and townhomes rather than detached homes. Trend 3, transit-centered growth areas around Ontario, LRT, city center, Port Credit and major GO stations could see significant long-term demand. As transportation improves, accessibility becomes a larger driver of value. So what's the final takeaway? When you see headlines about population growth, don't stop there. Ask a second question. What are the income numbers doing? Because population creates demand, but income determines affordability. And understanding the relationship between the two gives buyers and investors a much clearer picture of where the market may be headed next. The biggest opportunity often isn't where the population is growing fastest. It's where income growth, infrastructure investment, and housing supply are all moving in the same direction. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Mississauga, Oakville, Milton, or anywhere in the GTA, I would be happy to share the latest neighborhood specific income, population, and housing trends. Send me a message with the word report and I'll send you my latest GTA growth and real estate outlook. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with someone who's trying to understand where the market is really heading. My intent here is to help buyers make smarter real estate decisions through data. See you in the next video.